Oh goodness. Sorry, close your ears for a second, you might blast your ears. I'm sorry I'm late today. I was doing some things earlier, but we're here now, and we're ready. Okay? But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Fire Emblem today. Oh, hold on, let me fix that. Let's see, I have lunch with me, so I'm gonna be eating a little bit of lunch, but it won't stop us from talking about Fire Emblem, right? Okay, coloring. Sorry, I have a lot of images open on this thing. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if it's playing any music right now. Hold on. Here, let's play some music. How's that? I can't hear any music, but it should be outputting music to you guys now. Yeah, let me eat my lunch real quick, but we can talk and eat. No, but, yeah, we were just going to talk about Fire Emblem today. Well, recently, let's talk about what we've been working on recently. Recently, I've been, trying to figure out whether to do, translating clips, memes, or stream highlights. Fuck it. I've just been trying to figure out. Edelgard best girl, yeah. That's true. But yeah, recently I've been trying to figure out which is the best way to spend my time. Sorry, you guys are Eldengard. Yeah. That's why they named Elden Ring, because of Edelgard. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out the best way to spend my time when it comes to content creation and doing both hololive memes and Stapler stuff and translating and trying that out, and yeah, that's what I've been working on most recently. So we're figuring out. I don't know. I'll try things, see how that works for me. But we're certainly trying things. Yeah, I started trying translating recently. It's more difficult, or just, it takes longer. It takes longer than I thought, but not as, that's because I don't really know Japanese that much yet. But I imagine once I get a decent understanding of it, after doing this for a while, I don't think it'll take that much time. Like, compared to the other stuff I do, I have to say clipping is rather light and easy. But we certainly need more practice under our belt in order to do all that stuff. But yeah, my t-shirt that I ordered from that band, right? It still hasn't come yet. Sorry, you guys are getting the eating ASMR. Hold on. One more side and then we'll be done. No, the shirt hasn't come yet, but I imagine it'll take a while because it's coming straight from Japan. So, ooh, that got a little burnt, didn't it? I'm eating cooked rice right now, by the way. I don't know, I've been trying to figure out how to reheat. Stapling ASMR, yeah, sorry for the eating ASMR sounds. I've been trying to figure out how to properly cook rice and how to properly reheat it and whatnot. And so I'm still learning the techniques and whatnot. There's a lot to it. Rice is better than any other side. Rice is really good. And it's healthier than what I was eating before. I was eating cheddar whales, and I imagine those aren't the most nutritious source or meal for you, or side, whatever. So now I'm trying to expand into other food categories. Yeah, yay, food progress, that's right. No, as soon as I finish eating, we'll talk about Fire Emblem. Sorry, I'm just eating and I can't talk that much. But when I finish, I'll be ready. No, I haven't played any more Elden Ring. Not yet. But I'm trying to figure out if I can transfer my data, my save data, over onto another PS account. Because I'm using my brother's copy of the game, right? And his PSN account is a primary account on my PS4. And so I'm just playing, right now, I'm playing literally through his PSN account. But, problem is that when he comes home from work, and he comes and plays with his friends, well, then I can't play anymore. But apparently you can still play at the same time as the person who owns the game plays. That's what Paula was telling me. And so I'm gonna try to see if I can switch it over to another account that's not the primary account so that I could play online with people at any time. Because I can play online right now, but only when my brother's not playing, right? And so doing this would allow me to play at any time. Play online anytime, I mean. But yeah, I'm gonna try to see that, figures if I have to do that. If I can do that, I mean. If I can both switch my data over and be able to play online at the same time as he does. But anyways, the reason I say that is the next time I play Elden Ring, I might have a different looking account or something. I'll try to model it after the girl, but I really don't. If I do have to end up making a new character, I mean, I'll try to model it after the first one I made, but I don't know. We'll have to see where that goes. Because I imagine I'm gonna end up being able to, because I looked online and it seemed like there wasn't really a way to transfer data between accounts. At least not yet. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there, right? But, yeah, there we go. Hold on, let me drink my drink real quick. And then we'll get to talking about Fire Emblem. And why don't we'll pull up some pictures as well, because that'll make it more fun. Maybe like a PowerPoint presentation. Man, no, but the weather's been nicer this week. It hasn't been as cold. Hello, Yoba. I don't know what you just said, but welcome. If you're not a spam person, I don't know. Okay, enough throat drinking ASMR. Okay, let's get to talking about Fire Emblem, shall we? Let me grab a pillow. Let's see if we can grab a pillow. Hold on, just 1 second. How can I grab a pillow? Does anybody speak Russian in the chat? Anybody can translate, if that's either a website to hot Asian singles or if that's actually a comment. Hold on, I guess I can see for myself, can't I? Hold on. Pulling up the translate website. Hello. It is hello in Russian. Hold on.
Здорово.
Let me see if I can play this out loud, actually.
Здорово.
I don't know how to say that, but hello. Welcome, Russian viewer. We're glad to have you. Man, I really don't have this set up. Hold on, I'm clearing off my desk. We're slowly getting there. Slowly getting to the interesting stuff. I need a live Russian translator in my chat if I'm gonna have Russian people. Hold on. You gotta pull the translator website up again. What did they say this time? Depot. Uh-huh. Wonderful. Okay. All right, we're ready to rumble. Okay. Excuse me. No, I've been thinking about doing this for some time, this Fire Emblem talking stream, because I really like this game, and I've thought about it a decent bit, and I don't know, it's really an interesting game, and I really like the setting of it, and I really like the characters in it, and it's just, I don't know how to say it other than it's just interesting. Let's see, hold on, I did have topics actually already prepared for this. I don't know, there's a bunch of things that I like about the game, and I think that's why I like it so much, is that there's multiple aspects to it rather than just one thing. I'd have to say it's probably my favorite game I've played on stream so far. Just like not considering all the so basically I played games like Terraria, or I've played mainly games I've played before. Is it the first new game? No, it's not the first new game, because I played Super Mario Odyssey I played. I'd have to say I like this a lot better than that. Sorry, Kalja. I think you like that game. Sound like you like that game a lot. Anyways, I'd have to say this is my most favorite game I've played on stream so far. It might turn out being one of my favorite games just in general, of all the games I've ever played. I really like the setting of it. Hold on. Yoba has returned with another Russian sentence. Let me just keep this DeepL website up then. Do you know how to play EOD? What is EOD? EOD. Is that, hold on, Sapper? Sapper, what is Sapper? I had Tarkov pull up. I've heard of Escape from Tarkov. I've never played that though. Sapper? I don't know if I know what you're talking about. I most likely haven't played it then, because I can't remember. No, I really like the setting for Fire Emblem. The thing is, it's strange. I don't know, like usually when it comes to fantasy settings, I usually, just the American ones, like popular American fantasy settings, and just the series that have been popular in the US, and kind of just what just you think of from being exposed to all the media in the US is, for fantasy, it's typically like, it's not typically, it is, basically fantasy is either like Lord of the Rings, or, I don't know, World of Warcraft, or just things like that. And I've never, or Skyrim, or just things like that. Like, even though, it's funny, I wonder how that kind of, how did the genre get that term? Fantasy, because fantasy is really just fiction, right? That's just, it's funny because it's like, fantasy, if you're really to look at the word itself, fantasy just means made up, right? Yet, fantasy, at least in America, and the culture that's been brought about by it, and the media that you see that's considered quote-unquote fantasy, is that stereotypical wizards, warlocks, orcs, just things like that. Even though that's not really what that word actually means, although it's kind of been limited to that stereotypical, just what's usually prepared. Ben, we made it up. Yeah, I guess it was just made up. I see Talking Ben has come to join our stream. No, and it's just, I feel like, just, I don't know, I think, or yeah, things like Game of Thrones, that would also be considered fantasy, right? I feel like, I don't know, for me, I've never liked that setting. I never really liked, Ben, do you like chocolate? I never really liked fantasy setting, at least like the setting of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, or just stereotypical things like that. And for me, I feel like when I watch any sort of fantasy movie nowadays, they're so limited in the range of, like, it's like they're not very explorative? How would you say that? They don't explore much within that genre. They just about do the same thing every time, it feels like. It feels like they just kind of just do a different, there's different characters or different renditions, but it stays within the realms of, wizards always look like this. It's always usually set in ancient times where they rode horses and rode carriages, and I don't know, I don't think that the fantasy genre in general, I'm not that impressed by it. I think it's been just not that, at least just the mainstream stuff, and sure there maybe are things that aren't mainstream things, that are more just do a better job at fantasy than what really popular series do. But I mean, for somebody who's not really into that genre in general, it seems like, I mean, why do I have to really deep dive to find things that I would like? So yeah, anyways, the reason I just say that because I don't typically like fantasy settings. However, for whatever reason, there's like a thin line where, or like there's a, I guess it would, I don't know if it's called fantasy settings, Fire Emblem, if it would be considered fantasy settings, but for whatever reason, when there's like, I don't know what makes me like it, but I, in particular, like the setting of Fire Emblem, and I think it's really cool, and I don't know how to explain it. I don't really know what makes me like it so much, because you do still have the thing where there's mages and wizards and knights and princesses, and I don't know, I think I like the fantasy setting more when it's more focused on the royalty part of fantasy rather than like peasantry and like living in the countryside. Maybe that's why I like Fire Emblem more, because it's more focused on that, and it's more, I don't know. I think it also has to do with, I just really like the characters and the character designs, as well as just the art style in general, and the kind of different interactions that you have with the characters. I think that's what makes me be more favorable towards that setting. Maybe I don't. It's different because it's not the typical medieval hero story that travels and defeats dragons. Yeah, I mean, it's more like more political and more like, it's like they're fighting amongst each other to be, I don't know, it's just more drama. Same genre, different environment. Yeah, it's just a different, I just like that better. Oh, and things like The Witcher, that's another show where I don't really, I don't like that setting of the show. I just really isn't that much, doesn't appeal to me that much. But I like how this one's more, there's a lot of character interaction, and it's more focused on the politics and the decisions and the drama between everybody. It is a bit more like Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I wouldn't know. Especially for the books. But I don't know, I think it's really interesting. I really like, it's very appealing to me. It's just really cool. I like the princes and princesses and whatnot, and trying to fight for who's going to be ruler. I think that's interesting. I don't know, I like that, as well as I like the characters in it. I like how you have a bunch of, I like how they're young people, like just coming into adulthood. And I think that makes it more interesting, rather than if it was like adults or whatnot. And you're the role of the teacher, and you're trying, I think it's interesting how you're developing relationships with the students, and those are the same students that you fight with. And it's interesting all the different, how well they thought through all the different conversations you can have with everybody in the, I mean, I guess there's not so much in the way of conversations. You generally only have one option to talk to somebody, and there's only like a few lines, but you slowly go throughout the game, and you have those conversations, and you learn more about them. And especially those like cutscene things where you like click the chat box and it takes you to a cutscene. I really like those. I think those are really cool. Yeah, and the wide variety of characters. I think, how should I say this? I can't say, okay, so I do really like the character designs in this game, and I like the art style. However, I feel they don't have enough characters, enough different characters, or if the characters that they have I just don't like that much. And of course not the ones like, hold on, let me pull up the list of everybody. Of course I like Edelgard. She would have to be my favorite character in general in that whole entire game. Characters. But I feel like there's a steep drop-off from Edelgard in the rest of the characters, for me at least. Maybe that's just me, but hold on, let's look at what we have. I mean, if I were to just choose my favorite characters, there's probably only 2 or 3 that I'd have to say so far that I actually really like. And the rest would be like, yeah, I decently like them, but not crazy. I really like Hilda too, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to acquire her onto my team, sadly. I like her personality. Yeah, I'd probably have to say, so I have the list. Hold on, I think it'd be okay if I just pull up this picture. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there's, I don't know how to say this. Like, I feel like some of the characters are not as fully fleshed out as, of course, the main 3 houses characters. And I don't know. For me, for this game, that's something that really appeals to me for this game, is the fact that I can interact with the characters. Right? Because I do like the strategy part of this game and the fighting. However, if the characters and developing a relationship with the characters didn't exist, I wouldn't like this game as much. And so I think that really sells the game for me. And so maybe that's the reason why I'm kind of hyper-focusing on that aspect of the game. But I feel like the game can be split up into 2 parts. It's character development and fighting. And so maybe it's not so wrong for me to have some critiques on that end. But here, let's see. Let me pull up another image that I can use as a pointer so you guys know where I'm pointing, right? Actually, let's do this. I think I could do this. What? Why does that... How is that as one separate... Okay, hold on. 1 second. Pointer. Oh, I already have that. Oh, here we go. Let's just use this. How about? Alright, we're gonna use this. So can you guys see this? Okay, so let's take a look at the characters that I like, okay? Let me pull that right there. Okay, so Edelgard, of course. I like Edelgard the best. And then, of course, Hilda. I really like Hilda. I like Ingrid. However, I'm still learning more about her, so I can't say I really like her. I like Petra. However, I like Petra's face and her look, but I just don't really like her hair that much, to be completely honest, and that kind of throws it off for me. But I do like her personality a lot. I do like Petra. But I mean, as far as characters I really like, maybe I also like Dedu. Not as much as these three, but basically what I'm trying to say is there's not that, I feel like there's a drop-off. Maybe it's just me personally, but I don't feel like there's many characters that I like in this game. Like, as many characters as they are, I only end up liking 3 or 4. I like Petra's back and arms. Yeah. No, but I don't know. I mean, I guess that's why they make however many characters, maybe like 20 or so. I don't know. I'm figuring it out myself. I don't know really what to think about it. But like I said, other than Edelgard, Claude, and Dimitri, I feel like the rest of the characters don't have as much a story. And so let's say you were not me and your favorite girl was Dorothy, well, it doesn't seem like you get as much as if your favorite boy was Dimitri. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like maybe I haven't played enough, but I feel like, I don't know, they of course they make these 3 appeal to everybody the most because they're the main characters, right? And they have to do that in order to get you to choose a house, and so they have to be the most likable and probably the ones with the most story. But I don't know, I feel like, of course I like Catherine too, but I don't know, I wish there were more options for character development, like learning about each character. Maybe I just don't know yet, but I mean, let's say I have everything unlocked in the game now, and this, for the rest of the game, I just keep on doing either going to eat with them, cooking, or tea houses, which I just unlocked. Like if we're just limiting it to that 3, which you can't even do with everybody, by the way, you can't even do that with everybody. I still feel like there's a lot missing. Because this seems to be such an important element of the game, and this is how you like the characters, right? This is how you develop with them, and I don't know. I wish there was. I like the few characters that I like them a lot, and I wish I could learn more about them. Is maybe what I'm trying to say. But maybe that's what you get for having. When you have 20 characters, it's hard to fully flesh them out. But I don't know. Maybe that opinion will change as I play this game and learn more, because I haven't played it that much. This is just my initial impressions, but I like the characters, the few characters that I like them a lot, but I want to learn more about them. Especially with characters that aren't students, like Catherine or Seteth or Manuela or this guy or Sothis or I don't know, just Dad. There's not that much of an opportunity to really talk to them. I don't like how you have to spend your points in order to interact with the characters. I wish there were more options for interacting. Like, I don't think that's a bad mechanic, and I think it's good that they have that, but I wish that they didn't, you were forced, the only way you could communicate with them was to use activity points. Because then, let's say you have characters that maybe you don't want to recruit or spend time with, but you just want to learn more about them. Well, you have to waste your activity points, and it seems like time is crucial in this game, and you have to start nurturing the people who you want on your team. You have to start kissing up to them or whatever, or give them gifts or find their lost items or make flowers for them so early in the game because you have a limited time frame that it's like you have to play the game twice to really get a feel for everybody, if not even 3 times or 4 times. So that's a little thing I just have about the game that I wish I could learn more about the characters. And like, I wish you could still develop relationships with the others, but it doesn't have to be, like I said, it doesn't have to spend activity points. Like if there was like a separate relationship stat that it built up, like, okay, it doesn't use an activity points and it doesn't contribute to their motivation or anything, but you can actually still develop their support with you. And I don't know, just get to learn more about the character. That's the only thing I'd have to say about that. And yeah, I feel like some of the characters, how do I say this? I feel like only a few of the characters are really that well designed. And I'm not trashing on them. They're obviously way better artists than me. But I feel like it's almost as if their characters don't cover a wide enough range of people. Or just, some of the characters just turn out to be very plain. Like there's not much to them. I don't know, they're not fully fleshed out in both personality as well as design. Like, I'm sorry, but this guy just is not designed that well. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but he's just, I know there's probably, because they're nobles, there's probably people that like him, and you know what, that's okay. Crap, I dropped that. I'm not trashing on that, but it seems like they could have designed that guy better, at the very least. It's like some of the characters' looks don't completely communicate what they're like as a character. Hello, Karen, how's it going? Like this guy, Lawrence, I think is his name. He's supposed to be like a flirty, kind of like bachelor, kind of isk. He looks like a rejected Persona character. I think his character is supposed to be kind of like playful, tease, mischievous. However, I'm sorry, but that is certainly not the look for playful, mischievous, teasy. Do you know what I'm saying? That haircut is terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anybody watching likes that haircut, but that haircut is just terrible. It is the, may I speak to your manager? Unironically, they chose that haircut, and it's just terrible. And it does not communicate his character at all. But same with just the way his face looks in general. He doesn't, well, no, okay, look. His face looks like that, but then his haircut is so stupid looking. Like, I'm sorry, no offense to the people that made this game, but his haircut is just so stupid looking. And I don't think it accurately, maybe that's what they want you to believe, and that guy's actually the main boss. Hey, maybe they're gonna throw in a curveball. Okay, so let's go over some other characters. Also, some characters, as well as the characters themselves, aren't individual enough. Some characters I feel are just repeats. For example, this guy and this guy. These are almost the same character. Do you know what I'm saying? Very similar looks, very similar face, right? Almost similar personality. He's more like the ladies' man in trying to charm ladies and just blah, blah, blah. Just that type. And he's obviously cocky, just like that. But I really get the same vibes from this guy too. He's maybe a little bit more subtle with it, but he's obviously a player, I think. And he's also cocky, and I don't know, I think those two characters are too similar. I don't think, and it's like, and think about it this way, how much different is this guy from this guy and that guy? Do you see what I'm saying? They may look different. Like, he certainly has a lot different of a look compared to those two, but I don't know. I feel like this guy also gives off mixed vibes of playful, teasy, but also cocky and arrogant. I don't know. I think it's just a little boring in that department. As for these guys, I feel like Caesar I think that's his name, Caesar. Caesar is the only boy that's like that. That's kind of like, it's like he kind of reminds me of Subaru. He's kind of like main protagonist, like teenage boy character. He would be in a shonen anime. He would be the main character, I think. Maybe not necessarily his look, but the way that he acts, he's like, yeah, come on. He's like, just like bring it on sort of personality, and he's like, go get him. Strangely enough, I feel like he's the only one in this game that's like that. Maybe Leone would be close to him. But it's strange, because I feel like he would be a popular... I'm surprised he's not something like one of the head houses. Of course, they would have to add more to his personality and whatnot. But I do have to say, strangely enough, this character actually isn't that. He might be the only one of his type. And then you have, whatever this guy's name is. I'm sorry, Attila. I don't remember his name. Yeah, I guess he is kind of unique. He and this guy are similar, but of course he's not as nerdy as this kid. I don't know, I'm trying to think. They're distinct enough, I think. In from Death Note? Really? Yeah, they do look like him. Felix and Dedu, Robin number 2. Yeah. Felix and Dedu have similar personalities. However, Dedu, I feel like Felix is more of a jerk. He doesn't get along as well as Dedu. Dedu seems to get along with people better. He may be strong, serious, and stoic. Oh, his name is Nier. I've only seen Death Note, the second season, once, so I couldn't tell you either. But yeah, slightly similar. Felix is more edgy, more cool guy, Sasuke. And Dedu is kind of big, strong, tough guy. Raphael is same. Excuse me. Same, big, strong, tough guy, but he seems a lot more open and friendlier. And probably more, I don't know. But yeah, similar in those regards. He's like a mixture. Dedu is like a mixture of Raphael and Felix, I feel like. Yeah, and funny looking at it, I imagine these two are probably similar. I haven't talked really much to Dimitri or Claude because I don't really care for those characters. Now, Dimitri, from what Attila said, Dimitri doesn't sound that cocky as someone like Ferdinand, but he certainly has the prince, like, royalty aura to him, and so I feel like they are similar in that aspect. And then you have Linhardt? I can't even remember my best healer mage's name. I also think his hair is really bad. He and, I don't know, Ignaz's hair is also pretty bad too. Lorenz, Linhardt, and Ignaz are contenders for the worst hair. Hubert, I can't say I like Hubert. I think they just kind of dropped the ball with some of the guy characters' haircuts. I really do. I can't say they're my favorite. I think they could have, I don't know. I wish Hubert looked different. You know what? I think they should have done shorter hair for Hubert. It still needs to be interesting. It can't be as like crew cut as Dedu's, but I don't know. I don't like how they did it. I think that's one of the biggest things that I don't super like about his look is that his hair. I think it's also the can I speak to your, I should get me one of those haircuts. Really, you should, Paulo. This is also the speak to your manager hair. So yeah, it's not my favorite. But let's look at the other people. How about, what the heck did I just do? Here we go. So Teth's hair is cool. I don't mind his hair. See, the professor hair. Professor has cooler hair than Hubert. I don't care for that guy. I don't care about the dad. Byleth has cool hair, male Byleth, and both girl. I think, yeah, but girl Byleth does look strange. She does have a strange look to her. They certainly do give her a strange look. These pictures aren't the best, too. There's the source, but I have to say there are better pictures of some of these characters. Like Catherine, that's not a good picture of Catherine. I like Rhea's. I think hers is one of the better designed. And I'm not saying just because I think she's pretty, but also just that hers has the most going on. Like, I feel that's what I think a lot of these characters are missing, is just, they're just all plain. They don't have that much going on. Why don't all of them have the same adornments as Rhea does? Like, and maybe it's not fair, because it's like I'm comparing them to the hololive characters and the drawings, or just VTubers in general. I think that's really what I'm comparing it to, and seeing that recently, and just, I don't know, I feel like I think the characters are just a little too plain looking. I think they need a little bit more going on, either accessories-wise or clothes-wise, hair-wise, face-wise. I think more girls could have used interesting marks like Petra. Like either, like, where's a girl with only Manuela, only Professor Manuela has a beauty mark. And I like the beauty mark look. But look, even Professor Manuela is the only girl with eyeshadow. I mean, I don't know, I just think they could have, I know they're not, it is a setting, but it's also a fantasy setting, so it's not like you really can be that realistic if you're worried about, oh, does eyeshadow exist in the whatever this is set in, but I don't think that wouldn't be a complaint for me if they had just a little bit more interesting sorts of looks. I think the hair is just boring for the girls. I don't think... I like Edelgard's the best, and Hilda's. Gosh, excuse me. Edelgard's hair with her ties, her hairstyle and her ties, I'd have to say hers is my favorite. And then I like Hilda's second also, but the rest, Byleth is cool too. Honestly, I think they could have done Byleth a little bit more. I think rather than it just being straight up blue, maybe they could have added a little bit more difference to her hair. Because it's like, it doesn't, honestly, I feel like if you showed this character list to a, like let's say you scrambled the order, so that would make it obvious. If you showed this character list to a random stranger and said, hey, choose the, who do you think looks like the main character of this game? Honestly, I think you'd have a hard time choosing. I mean, somebody that just didn't know much about the genre and didn't know the specific cues as to what determines the main character, I feel like you'd have a hard time trying to figure out who was the main character of this, you know? And I think they should have done that better. I think maybe their design could have been better for the main characters. Make a tier list. Maybe I will. But I mean, I've already said that. I've already said my tier list, so it wouldn't be much different now. But I don't know, like Lysithe number from lamest to coolest. Maybe I will do that later. I don't like her hair that much. I don't think it's that great. Of course, I don't like Petra's. Annette's is okay. It obviously portrays the fact that she's like supposed to be the lolly kind of character. However, I don't like it that much. Leonie's, I like girls with short hair, but I don't like her hair. It's just not my favorite. Bernadetta's is okay, not my favorite. Kind of makes me think of her as like a dog. The way her hair looks or something, I don't know. Strange. I do not like Manuela's hair. I have to say I do not like it. It looks also like another manager speaking sort of ordeal. I don't really like Dorothy's hair or the hat. I think the hat's stupid. At least it's interesting and that it defines her as a character, and I guess they're just trying to do the Gyaru character stereotype, but I don't like. Petra's hair are cool though. Hers is certainly unique, but I don't like it. I don't think it's cool. I'd have to disagree. I just don't. Who's the guy with the mustache? Which guy? There are two guys. This is a professor and this is just a soldier. Mercedes. I don't think Mercedes' hair is too bad. And I think it fits her character. Catherine's hair is okay. Not my favorite. It's okay. I like Sothis' hair. I think that fits her character well, and it's interesting. See, that's the thing. Sothis and Ray, these kind of religious figures or kind of mystical figures, they have the best character design, I think. Just the most interesting and has depth to it, because I feel like a lot of these are just kind of, they don't have that much depth to their design, their character design. I think they could have done more with it. But yeah, I don't know. I just, I wish it was a little bit different. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just me. But yeah, that's as far as characters go. I'm trying to think about, yeah, like I said, I wish there was more development that you could do between the characters and getting to know them better. But I don't know, maybe they're not as fully fleshed out. They only gave as much to the character as they allow you to interact with them, right? And so they don't let you interact with them that much, and therefore there's not much to each character, I think. That's kind of probably how it played out. I think, I don't know, if they, like, let's say in a future game, if they add more options to learn about the characters, they would certainly have to supplement more lore and whatnot. Yo, yeah, what we doing? Hello, Brandon. We're talking about Fire Emblem, the game that I enjoy so much. I enjoy playing so much. Excuse me. My throat is hurting. No, but I don't know. I feel like the characters probably don't have that much lore behind them in the first place. They don't feel, other than the main three, of course, they don't feel like they have that much. But I feel like even with the main three, they probably didn't have as much. Brandon, why are you not a Fire Emblem character? Yeah, why aren't you? But no, I think it's interesting. I guess maybe something else we can go into the game. Talking about the game now is that what do you mean I am? Brandon is. He's the dad guy. Gerald or whatever his name is. He's that guy. No, something I was talking the Discord about this is like, so that is something that I think is what I like about this game so much, is the situations that you're put in and who do you side with. And I haven't progressed that much, but I've accidentally spoiled it to myself just from looking online, that you eventually have to start choosing paths with people and start choosing sides. And I think the story is just really what makes this game for me, and how you develop with the other characters, right? And what you just decide to end up doing. Hold on, let me go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, and I'll be right back. Wait, no, I'll be right back, and we'll keep on talking. Okay, I'm back. Why did you retract your messages, Brandon? What are you hiding from me while I was gone? Geralt looks cool. I guess he can. No, I think, and probably maybe what I'm talking about with not feeling like the characters are fleshed out enough, maybe those thoughts will be like those issues I have with the game will be resolved as I play it more and get to interact with the characters more. Maybe that's just, I just haven't played enough yet. And I think that's interesting. I don't know, I'm looking forward to that with the story and seeing how that plays out. And yeah, I think it's interesting how the main characters have different, like the three main leaders, like they have their own goals, right? And you have, like we were talking about in the, where's Cucumber Boy? Who is Cucumber Boy? I don't know who Cucumber Boy is. Are you talking about Linhardt? You mean Coconut Head? No, but, oh, what was I gonna say? No, like we were discussing in the Discord, how, like, some of you, like Attila and Kauja don't really like Edelgard, because you guys think that she's, like, evil or conniving or whatever it is. And so it's interesting, you just have the different, I like how it covers different, like what they were going for, they appeal to different audiences, and they each have different goals. I wonder, my question, so if we have, like I was kind of talking about earlier with making the characters different and unique, I'd like to see how these two were different, how Claude and Dimitri were different, because I don't know, like if Dimitri is the more compassionate and caring leader, whereas Edelgard's the more cold and calculating, then what would Claude even be? Would he just be kind of like a mix in between the two? Is he more, like, did they do a good job in differentiating him between these two? Or is he just Dimitri number 2? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I don't think I'd actually play through. Dimitri's evil too. How do you know that, Kauja? I don't know. I don't know why you say they're evil. Claude is an internet troll. I guess he could be. I don't know why you say they're evil. I haven't really seen any characters that seem evil yet. We haven't seen much of the story unfold. So I think that's hard to really judge that. You can't, like I was saying in the Discord, I don't think you can't confuse. Of course they're humans and everybody makes mistakes, but you can't confuse that with being evil. And sure, people have different motives and whatnot, but I don't agree with you whenever you say that. Oh. No, yeah, but it's interesting, you do have those topics and it makes you think about that when you play this game is, okay, are what these characters doing, I mean, you have to figure out for yourself. The game doesn't tell you. You get to choose who you side with, right? And who you think is evil or not, right? And who you think is doing someone wrong, or who you think is, no one is evil, only Margit. Now you're talking, Paulo, now you're talking. No, it's interesting because like we were having the really cool discussion about, okay, well, Edelgard as a character, is she conniving? Does she not really care about the soldiers that she puts out and the lives that are risked when she uses them in war? You have that discussion, you're like, hold on, okay, it really makes you think about it, because you, like I said, you choose, it's like a visual novel, you choose the path you take, and you choose the responses that you have to the conversation and whose side you choose, and it makes you think, I mean, do I really want to be on Edelgard's side? But it seems like you're kind of, I'm the real internet jokester, actually, nobody's really evil among them. Yeah, Kalja's the internet troll. Kalja is Cloud. Or Claude, whatever his name is. The only Fire Emblem characters I know are Icon Mark. Are there Fire Emblems novels? That would be interesting. There's certainly fanfics, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know, let's take a look. I would be, if they had something like that, like an official book, then I would actually be interested in reading that. Just a quick Google search they don't seem to have an official book. You should write them, Paulo. Yeah, all that it's showing, they don't seem to actually have one. Yeah, it would just all be fan stuff, unfortunately. That would be really cool. Depends on who is written as a perspective. If it was boy Byleth, I don't think I'd be interested. It would have to be girl Byleth for me. If they were to make an official book, right? So they have to make a lot of choices. Like I was just reading now, there was a Reddit post where somebody said, would Fire Emblem Three Houses work as a book? And people were saying, it certainly has the storylines and the characters and the plot, but who do you choose? What route does Byleth take? Do you make Byleth a man? Do you make her a woman? I think I should, and add Margit to it. Margit's the final boss. And Amelia Watson. Yeah, you should. No, but you have that issue too. That's a nice thing. There actually are decent. Who is Margit? He's a first plotline boss in Elden Ring, Brandon. That's why we're talking about him. I was fighting him the other day. I don't know if you watched that stream, but in the first stream of Elden Ring, I was fighting him for a while. Anyways, there actually are decent fan-made novels and whatnot. Not as cringy as you guys are probably thinking. And yeah, there's really cool ones that people do, like one-shots, which is basically like, write it like Game of Thrones, yeah. People do one-shots where it's basically just like a small clip of a certain interaction between two characters, or however many characters, and then that's it. It's just like a very small short novel or something, short story. People do things like that, or people actually write out full-fledged books. So I'm sure there's cool things with that for Fire Emblem. I've read some cool ones for Genshin Impact that are interesting, and the cool thing about that is it's from the fan perspective, and you actually, I don't know, you just have a different, they know, if you like the pairing that this person wrote about, well then, there you, like, I don't know how to say this, there's just a lot more options in customization, right? And there's a lot more possibilities. And just from a fan's perspective, and not from the official perspective, you just have a different, the fans know what the fans want. And so you get the kind of fan service, quite literally, right? Are you talking about fan fiction? Yeah, I am. Because I haven't read any for Fire Emblem. I read some for Genshin Impact. And it's interesting, it's just kind of like character. Usually they're just one-shots where people they just want these two characters to interact. And like I was saying, it's not as cringy as the bad rep that it gets. There actually are decent either short stories or people even do long things that are interesting, and you get to see the characters in a different light and actually fully fleshed out, where you get stuff where the official people wouldn't have really talked about. By the way, Anna is cooler when a bit grown up. Yeah, I'm excited to see the time skip characters and what they look like. I will be looking forward to that. Naruto fanfics in which the ending makes sense and there are no aliens. Have you read Naruto fanfics? I imagine there's millions of them, gosh. It would be hard to sort through all those. But yeah, it's, I don't know, maybe I could find some cool ones for Fire Emblem. I'm sure there definitely are some. Let's see. I was also going to talk about, something I was talking about in the Discord that one time. Any fanfic ending is better than Naruto's ending. Yeah, I've heard you say that before. You don't really like the ending. No, but talking about this in the Discord, I don't know, I really like I was saying earlier, I really like the setting of Fire Emblem, and I feel like it would be one of the top, if I were to choose an anime world to isekai to, that would be in my top list of ones that I would choose. Because if I was placed in the setting of Fire Emblem, where you, just like with what the characters are doing, and I don't know, I think I would choose that one. I think that would be the cool one to choose. Because I think it's just so different from, our world, right? Of course, implied by isekai. I guess that's implied by isekai, but, I don't know, it's so, like I was saying in the Discord, it's imagine having aliens at Fire Emblem's ending. I will die. I will break the game in half if it has stupid aliens. Alien endings, I don't know why that's always why is that the go-to ending? Out of all the things, why are aliens? So stupid. Anyways, no, it's like I was talking in the Discord, the appeal to it, to me, is that in this Fire Emblem world, it seems like each person actually serves a purpose, right? And there's a high chance that you might die if you don't fight for yourself, especially where they live in the academy that they're going to, in the situations, and they quite literally go into battle, right? And they actually have to fight for their lives. And it seems like the things that they train for are more directly like, they determine if they live or not. If you suck at magic, but that's all you got, well, you're dying. If somebody attacks you and you suck at magic, well, you're dead, right? They're gonna kill you. And so you have to train yourself to be good at magic. And it's not like, oh, that wouldn't happen. You would never die in a battle. Well, these kids would, because they're constantly put into battle, and they're in a situation where they're fighting for their land and protecting their area, and that's why they're going to the academy, right? And so they are fighting for their lives and for their survival. And whereas, I mean, today, you are not fighting for your life. If you live in a first world country, you are living it pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? Very few people are put into life or death situations, right? Where you're, like, actually fighting. I'm not saying that stuff doesn't happen, but, like, of course there are life or death situations, but they're not that's not how you get by everyday life. Like, because we've progressed to such a point in society where you don't have to fight. Well, I guess, considering recent events, that's maybe a little bit different, but you don't have to fight. Most first world countries, you don't have to fight for your land. You go and buy it. You go to a realtor and you go buy a house. You don't have to fight to the death for anybody, or you don't have people wanting your land or trying to invade or trying to steal your kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so different. And it's like they have to live a lot more seriously. We have a lot more, first world countries have a lot more leisure time nowadays. And you don't have to really contribute much to your society for everybody to live. You could do nothing all day, and that's not going to change whether the economy still runs. You know what I'm saying? Or just things that drive everyday life where you live in your country. It's not as required. Most people don't have to fight for themselves. Of course, unless you go into the army or the military or something, you don't have to actually fight. Whereas back then, if you live in a small little village of 30 people, well, it's pretty important if you live or die. And you better be able to have the skills to fight if somebody tries to steal your land or your territory, or tries to steal your wife or your kids, or I don't know, something, or tries to kill you. That's actually a likely scenario that might play out, and you have to be ready for that. So I don't know, it's really interesting. And I don't know, I think it's cool. It's just so different from how we live, right? And people actually have fighting skills. It's a lot more common for people to know how to fight in this game, right? Whereas nowadays, that's probably pretty far and few in between. The average person does not know how to have a sword fight or cast a spell. If no one did anything, that wouldn't work though. Are you talking about in today's society? Well, of course, but I mean, that's not going to happen. What I'm saying is, if you yourself, if I sat and did nothing, that really wouldn't affect much. That wouldn't cause our economy to crash, or the kingdom to fall, or nobody to get any food, or, I don't know, some invader to come in, try to steal my fruit gummies or something. That wouldn't affect anything. Whereas I'm not talking about if no one did anything, I'm talking about just if one individual person, it's just like living in this, if one individual person didn't do something, well, then that has a lot more of an effect. No, but yeah, you just don't, it's a different, I don't know, it's a different, 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 it's a just a whole different world. I don't know how to say it. It's really interesting. I don't know. You actually have to do stuff, not only for the sake of your village, but for the sake of you as well. If you actually want to thrive in this world and either rise to the top or have a decent job, it seems like the work requirements are a lot higher than nowadays, right? You actually have to physically be in shape and have to, I don't know, you have to just have strong determination because you don't have the conveniences and the luxuries that we have nowadays. I mean, nowadays you don't have to really be in that good a shape to have a decent job and actually do your job well, but I mean, I don't know, I feel like in this you have to, in order to survive, you actually have to have hand skills and whatnot. You can't just sit around and not expect to get attacked or something. I don't know, it's really interesting. I think that's why I like it so much, is that I guess in the sense that it's so different from like how I live, right? And how the modern world is. I think that's also something to the fantasy appeal when it comes to that stuff. But it's a really cool game. I do like it a lot, and I'm excited to play it more. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it pans out and how the story pans out. I've certainly got a long ways to go, so it might be a few months before I actually beat this game, considering how quickly I do everything and how often I play it, right? So yeah, it's fun though. I do really enjoy it. I think it's a really cool game, and I'll certainly be on the lookout if they ever make a new one in the next few years. I guess when it came out 2-3 years ago. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. What is Fire? So they have Fire Emblem Warriors, but that doesn't look like an official game, actually. Tokyo Mirage Sessions? What the heck is that? They certainly do a lot of like side things for this game, don't they? Spin-offs or whatever. Fire Emblem Fates. I don't know how to tell what's like the actual game. Let's see. We have Fire Emblem Awakening. I can't tell if it's a side game or if it's an official one. I don't know, I can't tell. But yeah, just let's look at the characters for it, I guess. I don't know. I'd be curious to see how the other. They certainly have cool looks to them. These Fire Emblem Awakening characters. I'll have to check it out sometime. I do have to say that is something that appeals to me, is that it's so... Like, the game is on the Switch, right? And it's like the transition from Pokemon on the DS to Pokemon on the Switch, and how they, like they did Sword and Shield. That's kind of what Fire Emblem looks like from these previous installments compared to now. I think that's what made me actually interested in it, because I don't know the fact that I don't know if these other ones really have much walking around, and that's something I really like in games. Okay, we're looking at Fire Emblem Fates right now. I don't know, I'd be willing to try these out, certainly. I'd be curious to look into them. I wonder what people regard as the best Fire Emblem game. Because I don't know. Let's see what this Fire Emblem game is. But yeah, I think that's something that appeals to me about the game, is that it's 3D and that it's so good looking. This most recent one, and so yeah, this one looks pretty old. Yeah, that it just looks so good. Let's see what else we have. Oh, they have a GameCube one, it looks like. Oh, Radiant Dawn. They have one on the Wii. That could be cool. I could do a Wii. Oh, so this is kind of 3D. Fire Emblem look. This one has Ike in it, by the way. All you Ike fans. Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are probably high in a lot of people's opinions. Oh, well, there you go. I'm pretty sure that's Ike. That looks like him, from what I remember. Let's see what, hold on, let me look up Radiant Dawn gameplay. That's me, I'm the Ike fan. Yeah, that one's for you, Brandon. Oh, Path of Radiance is a GameCube one, huh? They make these, I'm surprised they actually make these pretty frequently. I thought there was going to be more of a divide between each of the... more time interval between. Story House is a standalone game, or is it related to the other Fire Emblem games? I couldn't tell you. I think none of the characters look the same from Three Houses compared to these other ones I'm looking at, so my guess is maybe the same world, but this is just later on. Awakening is unironically one of the best, probably. What is Awakening? Oh, I see. On the 3DS. Paul, are you skipping class to be here? He's probably just watching at the same time. Why did you say unironically? What's ironic? What would have been ironic about it being the best? I have 5 more minutes. Well, I won't take that much longer. Let's look at Path of Radiance gameplay to see if I would actually. I don't know. You don't know, Kauja. Oh look, my stream. It's recommending my stream. Hold on. Path of Radiance. Gameplay. Oh no, not Path, Radiant Dawn. Not Path of Radiance. I mean, of course, I need to actually... Ooh, that looks really good. People did like a video of the Dolphin emulator with the 1080p graphics or whatever, upscaling that they do. That actually looks pretty good. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, sorry, that was my mom. Hold on, we're looking at it right now. I'm trying to see, I'm skipping the actual fighting and the gameplay. I just want to see the interactions. Yeah, it looks like walking around actually only exists in is a new feature. Kinda... Well, no. Hold on. Maybe you can actually walk around. Well, I can't tell. Yeah, I don't know. It would depend on if the character development was that good and like the story behind it would be that good. That's the only reason I'd play these, I think. I wonder how hard it would be to get this though. Let's see how much it is on, because this could be a fun one to play eventually. No voice acting though, it doesn't seem. Or just very little. Man, that game is so old. Let's see what it is. Okay, Radiant Dawn, Fire Emblem. Oh, it is $164 on Amazon. Wow, wow, wow. Even used ones are so expensive. Wow, $100 for acceptable condition. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, Wii games are hard to get a hold of, huh? I guess the only reasonable way to get it would be to get, just find it at a garage sale or something. Is it for GameCube? No, it's just for Wii, Paulo. Just the Wii one is already so expensive. I don't know if I could get it. If I could get a hold of it, I would play it, but I won't go out of my way to pay 160 bucks. I'm sure there's other games I can get for cheaper than that. But yeah, I'll probably end the stream here because I need to go to the store, but yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed talking about it. It's a really cool game, and the only reasons, like when I think about a game a lot and when I have so many critiques about it, doesn't mean that like I don't like the game. It means that I really like things, like when I just think about them a lot and have a lot of things to say about them, and I imagine different scenarios or whatever, or just think about the characters or the story, or have critiques myself. That's usually because I think about it a lot, and I think about it a lot because I really like it. So I really do like this game. I think it's a really cool game, and I don't know, I'm looking forward to playing a lot. I do. It has been really fun, and yeah, I really like it. I'm Maybe I won't play the old games, but I think I'll certainly be looking at any new installments for these games. I don't know, the intervals in between the older games really wasn't that long. So, I don't know, maybe in a few years, maybe like in a year or two, we might be seeing a new Fire Emblem game, and I'll be there to play it. So that'll be fun. I'll certainly be looking forward to it. Maybe they'll have more of my suggestions incorporated in there. Maybe they'll have more to the monastery, because I feel like the monastery is kind of lacking in the things that you could do. And maybe like, I don't know, I think they could add a decent bit more. But I think they're heading in the right direction, so I will be looking forward to those games. And I'll be looking forward to playing some more. Boop, hello Morozzo. Too bad you just came here and I'm about to leave, but I had a wonderful stream talking about Fire Emblem. And Friday I'll be playing Fire Emblem again. When did Three Houses come out? It came out 2019, I think. Fire Emblem, maybe Morozzo can tell you. Three Houses. 2019, July 26, it says. So, almost 3 years now. In a few months will be 3 years since it's come out. So I don't know, maybe in the next few years we could see another game come out. I'd certainly be looking forward to it. It really is a fun game. It really is cool. I really like characters and whatnot. So, that'll be all for today's stream. I've got my collab next week on Thursday coming up. Maybe I will stream on Twitch for that. I don't know. I need to maybe optimize my stream layout for Twitch a little bit more. And so maybe I will stream that on Twitch. But yeah, we're going to be doing stationery reviews. So, we'll post more information about that as it comes closer to next Thursday. But, I have that, and then I'll be uploading some sort of either meme, clip, video, or stream highlights this week as well, so be on the lookout for that. And tomorrow, I think we're going to do guitar. So if you guys want, you throw in the Discord your anime song suggestions. I'm specifically doing anime songs because I think that'd be more interesting rather than just boring, basic songs. Because anything that's not anime is boring and basic, right? And so, maybe I can find some easy songs that aren't too hard that I could just do a quick, watch the tutorial and see if I can replicate them or play them. And so we'll be doing that tomorrow. And more Fire Emblem on Friday. So be on the lookout for that. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. And have a wonderful evening or dinner or whatever you're about to do. Okay, goodbye you guys.